Hey YouTube, it's ICU, and today I'm going to show you guys how to jailbreak iOS 4.3.5 for your iPhone 4, 3GS, iPod Touch 4th and 3rd generation, as well as the first iPad. This does not work on the iPad 2, but it works for the devices that I just mentioned. And please make sure you watch the entire video before you actually try attempting this. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys that I do have an iPod Touch 4th generation here, and I'm going to show you that it is on iOS 4.3.5. So inside of Settings, General About, for the version it does say 4.3.5. Alright, so all you need this time is red snow, and that's actually why I'm making this video again, because it is different than the last video, because the iPhone dev team just updated red snow. So all you need to download now is red snow. You do not need to download your firmware, and I will have a link down below in the more info to a post on my website with the download as well as written instructions. So once you have it downloaded, simply open it up, and here we are inside of red snow now. You will notice that there are a couple of things that are different. It does not ask you to browse for your firmware. Now all you get are jailbreak and extras. First we will cover jailbreak, and obviously that's just going to jailbreak your device. So I'm just going to select jailbreak, and this will jailbreak again your iPhone, iPod Touch, or iPad. And now it's saying to make sure that your device is plugged in and powered off, and it's going to tell you how to enter DFU mode when you hit next. However, we're going to enter DFU mode ahead of time to bypass this screen, and also if you mess up then you can try it again. So what you're going to do is have your device plugged in, and it doesn't have to be powered off, but you do have to follow these instructions. Hold down the home and power button together for a total of 10 seconds. Once that 10 seconds is up, let go of the power button and continue holding the home button. You're going to hold it for about 15 seconds. Alright, now as you can see, it bypassed that screen and you can let go, and it will start to jailbreak your iDevice. Alright, now I'm just going to leave it here, and I'm just going to film this and I won't cut anything out. Alright, here we go. Now you have the options to install Cydia and also enable battery percentage if you're on an iPod Touch, and enable multitasking gestures should be there for all devices. You also have the option to install a custom bundle, but we just want to install Cydia. Now we're going to hit next, and now it will actually jailbreak your iDevice. So again, I'm just going to film this and I won't cut anything out so you guys can see how long each process takes. Right now we just have a little pop-up here explaining a tethered jailbreak, and I will actually go into depth on that once we have jailbroken this iPod here, and I will show you guys what you need to do for a tethered jailbreak. Alright, here we go. It bypassed that screen and now it's moving applications. Now this can take some time, so just be patient. Alright, now it's installing the bundles, and this doesn't take long at all. Now it should just finish up here, and it will reboot. Alright, so now it's just going to boot up, and I'm going to set the iPod down and just explain what a tethered jailbreak means. So this means that every time you power off your iDevice, you will have to plug it in, and you will have to run Red Snow. Now remember before how I mentioned that there was an extras setting. You're going to come over here into the extras setting, and you have a couple of different options here. The first one is just boot, and that's what we will need to do to boot tethered, and I will show you that as soon as I show you guys that I do have Cydia. So here we go. I have Cydia, but again it is a white icon, and this is because the first time you turn it on, or the first time it boots up after the jailbreak, you have to rerun Red Snow and do the just boot mode. Also, the same thing happens when you try and open Safari, so just keep that in mind that you will have to run Red Snow's just boot mode in order to get these things working. So we're going to go ahead and run that, and it just says the same thing as before. Make sure that your device is both plugged in and powered off. Again, I'm going to go ahead and enter DFU mode ahead of time by holding down the home and power button together for a total of 10 seconds. Once that 10 seconds is up, let go of the power button and continue holding the home button for roughly 15 seconds. Alright, there we go. It bypassed that screen, and now it's exploiting with Lime Rain. And when you actually do the Just Boot Tethered Now mode, it doesn't take long to actually boot into its tethered state. So, as you can see now, it is booting back up into its tethered state, and again, you will have to do this every time you turn off your iDevice because this is a tethered jailbreak. Now, an untethered jailbreak you won't have to do this for, but again, there is no untethered jailbreak for iOS 4.3.5 right now, and the dev team has already said that they will not release an untethered jailbreak until iOS 5 is released because they do not want to waste an untethered exploit on 4.3.5. So I'm going to go ahead and set this down, and while it's booting back up, I'm going to go over some of the other extras options here. So you have pwned DFU, and that just means it puts it into a pwned DFU state, so you can actually use it to restore with custom firmwares inside of iTunes. Now none of these settings you really have to worry about, but I'm just going to go over them in case you need them. So recovery fix, that just pushes your device out of recovery mode if it's stuck inside of recovery mode. And SHSH blobs, you can manage your SHSH blobs, and you can fetch them, verify them, or actually use your SHSH blobs, and those are required for downgrading to a lower firmware if you have your SHSH blobs. Now you can also select your IPSW or firmware manually, and you have a couple of different preferences options. Now those are only for advanced users, so I'm not going to go into depth on those. But again, now that I've finished those, I'm just going to show you that I do have Cydia on my iPod Touch here. Alright, so we're just going to select User and hit Done. And even though I'm not connected to a network, you can still see that again I do have Cydia here. And nothing is showing up because again I'm not connected to a network. But we do have Cydia and it does work, and Safari works now too. So I hope you guys liked this video. Please remember to rate it up if you did. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and be sure to hit that subscribe button to be notified every time I release a new video, especially when I release a new jailbreak video. So until next time, this is ICU, signing out.